Okay, this is the one you emailed me, and I have to do a little bit of cleaning up before I can use it. Um, Now, 7.21 wanted you to use a then display distance. Didn't say anything about using a function. Never mind. Okay, so that's fine what you did. Okay, so input, and this one should be input, and this is just how Blackboard strips out parts of the HTML. So I know this is right on your side, or I assume it is. And this will be input, and this will be on click. Okay, so let's refresh this. I'll put in 5, 1, 2, 3, 2. I got my test case here. Click calculation. It doesn't do anything. Well, I know some problems. Distance is equal to math.floor, math.square root, and you got just a 2 here. If it'll work, you do squared like that. It could be that we'll have to do a math.pow. I don't remember, to be honest. Let's see, distance, okay, is equal to that. Is, and here you say distance, but you're not actually referring to the variable. Okay, we'll come back to that. Click on refresh. 5, 1, 3, and 2. And doesn't work. Okay. Coordinate 1, Kia, Pia, Leah, Sia. Oh, and you're accessing these directly, and you can't. You have to assign them variables first. So like Kia would equal to parse float document dot get element by ID, and then Kia dot value, close parentheses, and semicolon. Okay, Kia. What's the next one? Pia. And next one is Leah. Next one is Sia. There we go. Those should bring those in. So we save that. And refresh that. We got 5, 1, 3, 2. Still not displaying. Did I save this? I'll save. Okay, refresh that. 5, 1, 3, 2. Okay, well, what else? Value equals calculation on click equals. Okay, got a beginning quote there. Closing double quotes here, I should say. Div ID is equal to Gia. There's Gia. This isn't right here, but there's nothing in there that should prevent it from displaying. And actually, it shouldn't display it no matter what anyway. And I see it now. Math.floor has a beginning parentheses, and math.square root doesn't have a beginning parentheses, so I need a beginning parentheses for the math.square root. That beginning parentheses goes with this closing parentheses. Here's a closing parentheses for the math dot square root, and here's a closing parentheses for the floor. And semicolon. Okay, let me refresh this. And we got 5, 1, 3, 2. Okay, now let's approach our output. If you really want to say the distance between these points here, you have to close that off. I can do a single quote, plus Kia, plus single quote for the comma, and then single quote to close off that. That's a string. Plus Pia, plus single quote for that, and then go over to here. Single quote plus Leah, plus single quote for the comma, plus, since these are variables, you can't have them embedded in the string. And then is, and then single quote plus, and this is where you got to refer to distance. Okay, so let's save this. And I refresh that, and I get 5, 1, 3, 2. And it's equal to 2. That's interesting. Why didn't that work? Okay, I see it. Kia minus Pia, assuming those are the points, would be subtracting both the x values. So this should be Kia minus like Leah. And this one would be, what would this one be? Pia minus Sia. Now I'm leaving these here because I wanted to keep it consistent with what you have, but it actually probably be better to name them X1, X2, Y1, Y2. It makes it easier coding. Okay, still not working. 5 minus 3. Okay, let me see what this. Okay, I'm gonna rename these. Okay, X1. This be Y1. X2 and Y2. Then down here, this is gonna be X1. Be Y1, this will be X2, this will be Y2. It's X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Then down here, I'm going to have X2, Y2, minus Y1, and I'll have X2 minus X1, and then this will be X1, Y1, and X2, Y2. So let me save that and refresh this. And I got 5, 1, 3, 2. Well, now I know my code's right. Theory. Let me see. Alert X1. Alert Y1. Alert X2. Alert Y2. Okay, so we refresh this. 5, 1, 3, 2. 5, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so it's bringing all those in correctly. So I can get rid of this. Let me look at my distance now. Distance is equal to math.floor. How'd that get in there? That math.floor shouldn't be in there. That's probably what the problem is. Because we're just doing math.square root for the formula in the book. Okay, so if I refresh that, I got 5, 1, 3, 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Square root of 5. That still doesn't look right. Y2 minus y1 squared plus x2 minus x1 squared. That doesn't match the formula exactly in the book, but x1's x1, y1's y1, x2's x2, y2's y2. That's all coming in correctly. I displayed them, so the display is correct. Distance is equal to math.square root is equal to distance. Well, I'm not seeing it unless it just doesn't like this that. Let me do a math.pow. And then I'll pass in first parameter is y2 minus y1 comma 2. And this one I'll do a math.pow. I start confusing the programming languages. Let's see if that works. 5, 1, 3, 2. That worked. I don't know what caret is, but it's not power in this language. Now what the math.pow does, it takes the first parameter, y2 minus 1, y1, whatever that is, and this 2 refers to your exponent you're raising it to. So it's raising it to the second power. Okay.